So what we're going to do next is actually create the picture frame for this shape. All right. First, I'm going to go ahead and go full screen on this by clicking on this little button right there, and I will hold down the space bar and just move this down a little bit. What we're going to want to do is make a new layer and call it frame. So let's click on the topmost layer and make a new layer on top of that, and I'll double click on layer 1 and just go ahead and call that frame for short. Now let's go over to the toolbar, and I want you to select the polygonal lasso tool, and then we are going to draw the frame with the polygonal lasso tool. Now keep in mind that when you're drawing your frame, you want to make sure that the thickness of the frame is thicker in the front on the side of the picture that's closest to you. It's thicker on that side than it is on the side that is more farther away from the camera, which is down here. So select the polygonal lasso tool, and what we're going to do is just, let me zoom in just a little bit more here so you can see what's going on. And I'm just going to position this polygonal right here, just almost like up the top left, but I'm going to come down just a little bit. I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag across to the other side of the photo. I'm going to click and drag down, and then right about here, that looks good. And then as I work my way back, I want to keep in mind that I want it to be just a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to come down right about here and click, and then drag up to where we've started the selection, which is up here. And as soon as I see that little circle on the bottom right on the polygonal lasso tool, you see that appear? Well, as soon as we see that, then it will make a selection. So that looks great. Well, let's go ahead and come up here to select, and I want you to inverse that selection. I want you to come over here to edit, over here to fill, and fill it with white. Now the whole screen just went white, and it looks like we've totally messed everything up, but don't worry, everything is okay. I want you to hold down the Control key, and that's the Command key on the Mac, and I want you to click on the picture frame layer to load its transparency. See, we still have the frame layer active at the very top, but we've loaded that transparency of the picture frame layer. Now what we can do is come over here to select, inverse the selection once more, come over to the keyboard and press the delete key. And I think on the Mac that may be the delete key that's above the return key, but this is the effect that we're looking for. Let's come up here to select and deselect. Super. That's looking like an out of bounds effect. However, there's a few things that we can go back and touch up, and let me show you.